Get ready for a hilarious adventure with our adorable 5-year-old star. This funny cartoon will have you giggling from the very first minute. Our little protagonist is bursting with energy and imagination, always ready to play school and house with her stuffed animal friends. As the cartoon begins, we see our pint-sized hero waking up with a mischievous grin. She leaps out of bed, her pigtails bouncing wildly, and declares to her bewildered parents that today she's the teacher. Watch as she transforms her bedroom into a makeshift classroom, complete with a chalkboard made from her dresser, mirror, and crayons. The stuffed animals are lined up neatly on her bed, each wearing a tiny backpack fashioned from socks. Our little teacher marches back and forth, wagging her finger at the naughty teddy bear who's fallen asleep during her riveting lesson on the importance of eating all your vegetables. She even gives her favorite unicorn plush a gold star sticker for answering a tricky math question correctly. Never mind that the answer was purple. But the fun doesn't stop there. Our energetic 5-year-old decides it's time for recess. Watch as she attempts to herd her stuffed animal students through the obstacle course she has created in the living room. Couch cushions become treacherous mountains, while a sea of Lego bricks forms a perilous ocean to cross. Our little leader bravely forges ahead, carrying her smallest plush toy under one arm, while using a wooden spoon as a makeshift walking stick. Just when you think things can't get any sillier, our pint-sized protagonist decides it's time to switch gears and play house. She dons her mom's oversized high heels and her dad's tie, strutting around the kitchen with comical determination. Armed with a plastic spatula and a toy frying pan, she prepares an imaginary feast for her stuffed animal family. The menu for today's gourmet meal: grass pancakes with mud syrup, of course. Our little chef narrates her cooking show with gusto, explaining to her attentive plush audience the importance of stirring the batter exactly 437 times for the perfect consistency. She even attempts to crack an invisible egg, resulting in a hilarious pantomime that will have you in stitches. As mealtime approaches, our pint-sized homemaker sets the table with an eclectic mix of toy dishes and real cutlery she has managed to sneak from the kitchen drawer. Watch as she carefully places each stuffed animal in their seat, adjusting their posture and tucking napkins into their non-existent collars. The family dog wanders into the scene, and our quick-thinking 5-year-old immediately declares him the surprise dinner guest, fashioning a makeshift boatie from a ribbon she finds in her craft box. The first course is served: a delightful appetizer of cloud fluff cotton balls, garnished with rainbow sprinkles. Actually buttons from her craft box. Our little host insists that everyone use their best manners, demonstrating proper etiquette by daintily pretending to sip tea from an upside-down flower pot. The stuffed animals, of course, are the perfect dinner companions, nodding along to her every word and never interrupting. Just as the main course is about to be served, disaster strikes. Our clumsy chef trips over her oversized shoes, sending the imaginary feast flying through the air. But fear not. With the quick thinking only a 5-year-old possesses, she declares it a new game called Food Rain, encouraging her plush guest to catch the invisible falling delicacies in their mouths. The dinner party takes an unexpected turn when our little host decides it's time for after-dinner entertainment. She disappears momentarily, returning with a blanket cape and a colander helmet, ready to perform a daring circus act. Watch as she attempts to juggle her stuffed animals, tossing them higher and higher until they're practically touching the ceiling, or so she believes. As the evening winds down, our energetic 5-year-old decides it's bedtime for her stuffed animal family. She tucks each one into various nooks and crannies around the living room. The teddy bear snuggles into a slipper, while the giraffe finds itself wedged between couch cushions. Our little caretaker sings a nonsensical lullaby, a mishmash of familiar tunes with words of her own invention, as she makes her rounds. Just when you think the day is over, our pint-sized protagonist remembers one crucial detail: bedtime stories. She gathers her sleepy plush audience around her, balancing a massive picture book on her tiny lap. As she reads the story, it becomes clear that she's making up her own fantastic tale, complete with dragons who love to eat broccoli and princesses who save the day by tickling the villains into submission. The story reaches its climax with our little storyteller acting out all the parts, her voice changing for each character and her arms waving wildly to illustrate the action. The stuffed animals watch in rapt attention, or so she believes. As she reaches the grand finale, an epic dance-off between the hero and the villain to determine the fate of the kingdom, as our 5-year-old star takes her final bow, the camera pans out to reveal her parents watching from the doorway, stifling their laughter and shaking their heads in amused disbelief. Our little actress, unaware of her audience, gives each of her stuffed animals a goodnight kiss before crawling into her own bed, still wearing her makeshift costume. The cartoon ends with our adorable protagonist fast asleep, a content smile on her face as she dreams of tomorrow's adventures. Her room is a whimsical disaster zone. Toys strewn about, dress-up clothes scattered everywhere, and her stuffed animals still in their bizarre sleeping arrangements. But in the soft glow of her nightlight, we see the magic of a child's imagination, where every day is an opportunity for laughter and play. As the credits roll, viewers are left with warm hearts and aching sides from laughter, reminded of the pure joy and endless creativity that comes with being a carefree 5-year-old. This funny cartoon is sure to delight audiences of all ages, proving that sometimes the most hilarious moments come from the simplest pleasures of childhood play.